Why did gasoline prices increase around the globe? Recently, a big number of people around the world have noticed a surge in prices of gasoline and energy at large. To grasp what's happening, we have to first of all look at the global energy map, where the world is divided into two divisions: energy-producing countries and energy-importing countries. Energy-producing countries like the Gulf states, Russia and the United States have large reserves of oil and gas, allowing it for a bigger capacity to control prices within their borders. As for oil-importing countries, they depend largely on buying oil and gas from international markets. And with the escalation of geopolitical tension in the Gulf, where 20% of the global energy trade passes through it via the Strait of Hormuz, there's engulfed markets, and oil prices as a result rose to around $107 per barrel. And with this huge spike in oil prices, gasoline prices began to increase in a big number of countries. In Germany, gasoline prices rose from 1.7 euros to 2 euros per liter. In France, it exceeded 2 euros per liter in some areas. As for the UK, gasoline prices neared 1.9 sterling pounds per liter. In Italy and Spain, prices exceeded 2 euros per liter as well. In Japan, where the country imports more than 90% of its oil needs, prices of the liter of gasoline reached around 170 yen. As for India, which imports more than 80% of its needs, the country has witnessed successive increases in the price of gasoline with every wave of increase in global prices. And even in the United States, which is one of the biggest producers in the world, gasoline prices rose by about 26% in the recent tensions, because prices are linked to the global market. And for example, Egypt is considered to be one of the Arab countries that have been affected by the recent crisis. Egypt does indeed produce oil and gas, especially in areas like the Gulf of Suez and the Western Desert, but that production doesn't meet the needs of its 120 million people or the needs of the economy and industry. And this is why Egypt largely depends on importing a portion of its energy needs from abroad. And with the global increase in prices, energy importing countries face a number of difficult economic choices. Either the state would bear the entire burden and face a rise in subsidies, budget deficit and public debt, or to modify a share of the price of gasoline locally to lessen pressure on the economy. And for this reason, a number of economic experts believe that the modification of gasoline prices in many cases is the least costly economic option compared to other alternatives like increasing taxes or decreasing spending on essential services. And that view was affirmed by President Sisi in a speech to the Egyptian people. I think that you know very well that we cannot take a measure, first of all, without studying it well, and that it is amongst the available options is the least costly. Even if we know that you think it is not the best thing, this is the least costly option as far as citizens are concerned. The President also affirmed the necessity of solidarity with the state and government in this difficult ordeal. You must be aware that we all need, as Egyptians, to be together, united in these circumstances. In the end, these are circumstances that the entire world is suffering from, albeit with a different degree, according to each state's ability to produce or import its energy demands. What's happening today is not a local phenomena confined to one country. It is rather a part of a great change in the global energy market. You too, tell us, does your country produce oil or does it have to import it?